Cody, Manny, Chris, Dark and Lovely.
Okay.
And I know they won. Can I
Yep.
just say I didn't? So I was watching Raw, and then
Mhm.
they, in the little opening, they showed up with the titles. Like I was like drooling and clapping like I was retarded. Like I was
Yeah.
so,
Yo,
You
son.
gotta mute. You gotta mute. You
no, without
saying
all that,
that.
no,
Yeah.
we're not muting nothing.
You are
Oh,
insane.
I was so excited to see them
this
with the
is
belts.
we do not do this on mid cards and catering, ladies and gentlemen. We just
Sorry.
allude to certain things. I find it funny how I make one tweet saying Sierra, Toronto, Raptor, Anaheim, Pierre, and it just makes it on this podcast. But hey,
Yeah, you
what
was
I'm saying?
wilding out, bro.
Hey
Oh
man,
my
look,
god.
but
And White and Lovely did not win, like
Mhm.
Eve chose. So congrats to Dark and Lovely. Cody, Eve, Manny, Chris chose Punk, and Cody, Eve, Manny, Chris chose Gunna.
I love how Eve isn't here and the machismo is still it's perfect. It's still flowing. Like it's great. Um yeah, I just kind of felt like Bianca and Jade don't need these titles. And it's not even a bad thing. I just don't think I think they're past this at this point. But
No,
if
they're
they're
not.
gonna try to hold this over them to not hold it over them, but keep them with these titles until it's, maybe Rumble or something like that. Okay, I guess. I mean, maybe Bianca's waiting on Charlotte Flair. I don't know. I was like, do they really need these titles?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Here's why. You ready? Number
Mm-hmm.
one, just want to point out I did win the predictions,
You did.
even though me and Cody tied technically. Number two,
Mm-hmm.
there's only certain people in wrestling today that don't need a title.
And who are those people?
John Cena, Randy Orton.
Okay.
That's it. Everybody else should be going hard and trying to win a title. And I wouldn't even be mad at John Cena winning a title. That's like saying, oh my God, Cody Rhodes is so over right now. He doesn't even need a title.
They did it for a fucking year, Manny.
Exactly.
They did this for a whole year.
That's what
What
I'm
are you
trying to
talking
tell you.
about?
I don't want to hear nobody that isn't an absolute legend. I don't want to hear them in the same sentence as they don't need the title right now. They're so over.
Oh,
Bianca and Jade need the titles because they are the faces of the women's division right now. If you had to go, who do people know that don't really watch? They will tell you they've seen Bianca, or they would look at Jade and be like, that woman's a star.
I get that, and
She's
I ain't disagreeing with that.
I
That's
had no idea that White and Lovely had any. I didn't even know they were the tag team champs until the predictions episode. I was sitting there and I was like, I've never seen these women a day in my life. And
I
there's
like you. You're a good capper. I like you.
I
I like you.
that was not a joke when Eve was telling me who they were during that episode. Like they I can't tell you that they're entertaining or not, but I can tell you that if you're going into the brand new year, because it's September now,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going into the new deals with USA Network getting SmackDown and
Netflix.
Fox and Netflix getting Raw.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
need faces that are gonna bring in people, and then they'll be like, "Oh, these are the champions." They look at Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, and they go, "Yes, these are champions." They're not gonna look at
Yeah,
I don't even know their
you
names.
call yourself a wrestling journalist. You call yourself okay. All right.
Yes, but they're not. What are their names? The Unholy Union. That's not even a good tag team name. The Unholy Union. Get the fuck out of here. And you're telling me that when you turn on Netflix and you see the ad, the little
Mm-hmm.
promo picture of, because they're gonna have all the champions or all
Mm-hmm.
the faces of the company, you're gonna look at Unholy Union on that cover and go, I want to know more about them. No, you're not gonna do that at all.
Okay.
Come
All
on,
right.
let's be
Manny,
realistic.
Manny, besides John Cena, besides CM Punk, somebody like that, name me some of your favorite wrestlers when you were growing up.
Batista,
Okay.
um, let's see,
Great.
Batista,
great.
Eddie
Great.
Guerrero.
Great Khali.
No, I was not a
Jimmy
fan.
Wang Yang.
Jimmy Wang Yang was definitely up there. Paul London, Brian Kendrick,
Okay.
Jeff Hardy,
Okay.
The
Look.
Undertaker, the
Okay.
good stuff.
Okay. You just said two prime names right there, Jeff Hardy and The Undertaker. Now, Jeff Hardy held IC titles, right? But look at how many years Undertaker was just flip flopping championships because he honestly did need him because he was The Undertaker, right? I'm not calling Bianca Belair the Undertaker. I'm just saying when you headline that many WrestleManias, when you are literally that woman, right? I don't think you just necessarily have to have these titles. It's not a bad thing. It's not like the titles are beneath them or anything of that nature. I just think that they have been doing such a good job, especially the last year since Triple H has been in, creative, where guys who don't have championships are still booked very well. I mean, one of my favorite matches over that weekend was Drew McIntyre CM Punk, right? Drew McIntyre held a championship for literally 5 minutes and 46 seconds, brother. And he's still being booked like a motherfucking star. I don't think he has to have a championship. So that's what I mean by that. It's like, it's not a demeaning thing toward Bianca Belair or Jade. I just think that it's okay if they don't have it as long as they have a good feud to go into. But if they felt like they couldn't build up a proper good feud for those two without the titles, then I'll fall back. That's
And
just where it is.
and I'm gonna tell you this, Bubba, they can't build up a good feud without them titles
Okay.
because they're listen that who has more. I want to say clout, but I don't feel like clout is the right word. Clout, maybe even or these are words that like describe what I want to ask,
Okay.
but
I'm
I
I'm
don't
just
have the
I'm
right
rolling.
word
I'm
for it.
rolling. Who has what?
Who has more clout, notoriety, aura with like people looking and being like, damn, that's a star, between Bianca Belair and Bailey?
Man. It... Okay. I get what you're saying, bro. But at the same time, this is a character thing. This is a for not for you because I respect you and I respect this podcast. For a lot of people, if we keeping it a buck, it's a looks thing too. So it's unfortunately I'll be the one to stand out here and say it. So I get it. Like it is what it is. You know, Bianca is a once in a lifetime generational athlete, and I understand that. So I'm not taking anything away from Bianca Belair. I just think that it's okay if she didn't have the belts. But at the same time, the reason I say this is because realistically, other than Pure Fusion Collective, which is, the, you know, those three, we really haven't seen any new tag teams since they've held the titles. And I feel like they're probably going to run through the same tag teams again. So, you know what? I'll put it to you like this, man. And I think I broke this down to somebody. It's like, you remember when there was the 2-man power trip? When it was Triple H and Stone Cold?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And yeah, I know I might be predating you just a little bit. I'm showing my age right now. But all right. Remember, they held those titles and then Triple H got hurt and then they had to reshuffle, tag, whatever. Right.
Mhm.
Who in 2001 would you have believably said, damn, they could really beat Stone Cold Steve Austin and Triple H as a tag team, right? And that's where I feel like the problem is with the women's tag division right now, because as much as I love what they're doing, this is literally like the equivalent of that with those two. And it's like, who is believably going to do this? The only way you can get this off of them is you have to do what you did before, which is a multi-team match that they don't get pinned in, or you have to do like a fucking ladder match, or you have to do, you know, when they finally turn on each other. But other than that, it's like, for me, it's like, damn, bro, like I'm really supposed to believe that Caden Carter and Katana Chance are going to be the ones to like do it. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's like, it's tough when you have two, you know, crazy, like a crazy formation like that. Cause it's like, dog, who's going to top it? And I truly don't know. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if they need those titles, but that's the job of Triple H. That's the job of creative, to find a way for us to believe that they can lose. Me, I'm not believing anybody's fucking beating them dogs. So
Yeah.
like,
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't have to worry about who's gonna beat them until after the new year. All right, after
you think
January
they hold it that
5th,
long? You think they hold it till okay?
They are 100% holding it for a good minute.
I'm gonna give it. Let's see. I don't know who, so I don't give me. I'm not gonna lie on here, but let's do over under. So you say January. I say November. End of November, Survivor Series. I say Survivor Series.
All right. But just know, this is like not barring injury or anything like that.
Yeah, no.
Injury happens, doesn't count.
That don't count. No.
But I'm saying, if both of them stay healthy, they are walking into that first Raw show.
It won't be a surprise, because literally, like I said, it's literally the 2-woman power trip, bro. So it's like, how do you stop this? So yeah, but nonetheless, congratulations to Dark and Lovely for doing that.
100%.
All right,
listening to the Black Announce Table.
I like your guys' style.